Yeah, Steve.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you for inviting me again. I appreciate being here. I always enjoy coming here. So, I've been here for a year, and so I'm going to just recap what has happened since I was here last time. So some of you visited our park last summer, so you've heard a little bit of it before, but I will try to be, and I'll take questions at the end if you like. So, push the big button in the middle.
On the right.
One on the right. See, I haven't learned. After all these years, I still haven't learned. Okay. First thing I want to say is, as many of you already know, but my father-in-law and the owner of Waldameer passed away in May last year, shortly after we opened the park. But I just wanted to acknowledge that he was the leader and the visionary of Waldameer for the last 65 years or so, and I've worked alongside him for the last 28 years. And I think I immediately, when I first started there, absorbed his passion for Waldameer and for the industry, and want you to know that our plans are to continue it to be in the family ownership and to carry on his legacy and most of his vision, because I don't know what the vision will be.
We miss you, Mr. Nelson.
What we decided to do was nothing major for this year coming up right now, because we needed to have a transition period where we try to understand where we were going and what our plans were. So, but I'll share with you the many small things that we've done. Okay. Number one is 3 weeks after he passed, we were able to open the last big attraction that he wanted to put in, which was a water coaster in the water park, and it was a fabulous hit. It won the Amazing Today's Golden Ticket Award for Best New Water Ride. And
yeah, Rocket Blast.
I know it's not a roller coaster, but it's a water coaster, and I know some of you rode it.
Come on, Steve.
And I think it's fun. It's very fun. And $6.9 million, and so it cost almost as much as the Ravine Flower too. So
wow.
It's a great addition to the water park, and it heats up a lot of people, so that's great. So this is intended to be a joke, but you'll understand why as I go along. I already told you, nothing major new this coming year. We're doing some infrastructure soon. But we have been really seriously racking our brains on what we want to do in the future. So I can guarantee you, 25 season, something new. 26, something new.
Oh, yes.
27, something new. I promise you.
Good plan.
I can't tell you any details because I don't want to promise something that won't materialize, because nothing is like in stone or solid, okay? So, unfortunately, usually I'm able to tell you lots of secrets about Waldameer and not be afraid to tell you things, but I'm going to be like a corporate park and keep my mouth shut.
Whoa! Okay.
That's the way it is. But for this coming season, okay, so soon after we closed in September, we did our traditional replacement of lots of wood on the Ravine Flower to keep it in top shape. So this is a summary of the last 5 years. The colors showing you what year we did complete stack wood replacement. So we did about 400 feet on the, I call it across the street, the big looping turn. And we got to ride it in October before we put it away for the winter. Great, fantastic, they did a great job, it's wonderful. Just a side note, we have not entertained changing the track structure to other designs. A lot of companies are starting to come up with different kinds of, even just wood track replacement and repairs, and we're not going that way yet. I talked with Red a lot.
Keyword is yet.
About their pre-cut wood track replacement, and we're not there yet. I'm not sold on that yet. So
Ooh.
we're going to continue along that path. I don't know what part we're going to do in 2024 yet. I'm not sure.
Ooh.
For Ravine Flower 2, we're planning to change the control system completely. It was, and I know some of you know Urban Engineering. They've done a lot of rides in the music industry. I'm saying we hope to because we think we're going to get it done in time, but I'm afraid to commit to it. So that's going to be the last thing that we get done. So if we run out of time, we're not going to do it until the fall. But the interesting story is that Gravity Group designed this in 2000. We opened it in 2008. The control system was done by a company called NTech. They're based in Florida, and they were an airport baggage handler company.
Oh, red flag.
And for some reason, Gravity Group sold us to do that. They did 2 coasters. We were the second, and then they stopped. So since then, we've been dealing with, minor nuisances that we can't solve quickly and easily, and it's hard to get parts because, it's been 15 years, they're gone. And so we decided, our Ryan Andre has fixed some things for us over the years on this coaster, but we told him to take it all the way over and do it. So I hope we get it done. Solve some of the nuisance issues we've had. Sticking on the ravine fire tube theme, for years we always loaded our coaster cars and took them off over by Lakeview Shelter along this little blacktop path. We removed wood, part of the wood track, and so that you can put the car in without stop wheels, and the netting and everything, put it back. It's not safe. We have a forklift that really can't handle that reach and weight, so we haven't really liked it for 15 years, so no disrespect to Paul, but he never wanted to put a blacktop pathway in the back there and spend the money to do that. We had gravel and the forklift couldn't go on it. So what we had built the original storage station to handle just that, a forklift coming around back. And there's a big beam inside and some of you have been in there, the big beam and a hoist already built, but we could never put a car out there because you couldn't pick it up. So I said, okay, now I have complete control. I can make some decisions about it.
Oh!
We spent some money and put in a blacktop path, so it'll be safer and we'll be able to move our cars around safer and quicker.
That'd be cool.
That's not really a passing line. I'm just trying to help you understand where it is.
Ah, an illustration.
Okay, that's the big fire. Thunder River is not Logjammer. It's not Thunder Run. Thunder River. I hear that so many times wrong. However, we are definitely changing the control system on this. So it's 30, wait, how many years is it old? 28, 29, something like that, years old. And new control system
28.
is almost done. So by the end of March, we should have water in and running it and breaking it in. Whitewater West is a waterside company, but they bought some amusement ride companies and they're starting to get into the amusement ride industry. Well, not starting to, they've been in it for a while, but they bought O.D. Hopkins, which made our Sky Ride and some log swim rides. I think Knoebels is O.D. Hopkins, right? But the control system was just getting tired. It was just getting tired. It was time to change it.
Okay.
Wipeout. If some of you heard my story, but last spring when we went to run the Wipeout,
Oh, here we go.
The main bearing was bad. It was a surprise to us after a winter of sitting idle. We didn't know what was going to happen. And I see Lenny, so we called Chance Rides, and they couldn't get us a bearing for like a half a year. So it was the whole summer was going to be down. And Mr. Adams, our inspector, said, "Hey, I can probably find one for you." So we found a used one from, and you can remember who it was from, but thank you. We got it, put it in, ran the ride the rest of the summer, but it was still, it didn't sound like it was going to last for a long, long time. Like it was, even though it was used and it was in good shape, but we were skeptical there was going to be a long life. So we ordered a new one in September from Chance, and it arrived a couple weeks ago, and we put it in, so now we're back to a brand new bearing on that, so that ride should be good.
All right, good.
The merry-go-round ride, when we put it away for the winter, I didn't like the sound up in the main bearing up top where the sprockets are that move the ride, and so we asked Chance Rides for a new main bearing. We're waiting for it, but it should be here soon. So
Okay.
this is our merry-go-round ride, disassembled.
Stay tuned.
That's cool.
It was pretty easy to lay it down. It only took us
Whoa.
like half a day to get it all taken apart and laid down. The horses are sleeping for the winter.
That's cool.
The other shelter that we call the merry-go-round shelter. And it's good. They don't need any food. They're warm. But we know that, so that ride is like 38 years old. Fiberglass, Chance rides fiberglass horses. And we didn't keep up with the maintenance on that. And if you've ever been on the ride, I'm sure that you say, Steve, what is wrong with these horses? You know, they're fiberglass chipping, they don't look good. So
I think I
we
remember.
happened to have an auto body repairman who just happened to say, hey, you know, these horses, they suck. You know? He said, I can fix these, you know, I can do this. And we said, all right, take one, and do it. And we'll see if we like it. So he brought one back like a month ago.
Oh, that is nice.
It was $6,000, you know, but we said we got 58 more.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we could do like 10 a year or something like that. So he took 2 more and drove away, and so we'll have 3 of them done over. But we intend to.
It'll be a guessing game.
Go through a cycle and complete as many as we can each year to get them all done. But they were really in bad shape. Okay, elephant ear cart, which is over by the
yes, finally,
is gone. We took it out, and
about time.
During COVID, well, they never really got much traffic down there. We had elephant ears and corn dogs there mainly, and some ice cream.
Oh yeah, the Oreo churros.
But it never really did much business because the traffic just wasn't there. It didn't demand it. And during COVID, we didn't have the staff, so we didn't even operate it. So last year, we didn't even operate it at all.
It's operating in 2020.
We decided to take it out. So it's just going to be landscaping for now until we decide someday to want to do that small piece of property. So you can still get elephant ears and corn dogs at the Extreme Snack Shack.
Ooh.
The lemonade cart, which is maybe a surprise, but we had fresh squeezed lemonade right next to the Tilt-A-Whirl and the Extreme ride, and it's a bottleneck with people waiting in line because it's pretty tight there for the Pirates Cove walkway, and we decided let's get rid of the lemonade cart. So we brought fresh squeezed lemonade into another food stand where we have popcorn and cotton candy and caramel apples.
Okay. That's cool.
That'll probably be some of our statues will go there, and for now we'll do that. So the Extreme Snack Shack right next to the Steel Dragon and the Drop Tower half of it was always a game and half of it was a food stand because Paul always thought, you know, don't build too many buildings. You got, you know, it's more cost effective if you build one building to do multiple things with it, right? Makes sense. But it never did enough business because we were sold at IAPA a fryer that didn't require the expensive hood that health department needs, right? So it was an auto fryer, and it doesn't need its own hood, so you can save money. Wow, we say, yeah, that's great. Well, it took it was too slow. We couldn't keep up with any volume at all, so it never did well. We decided we have long lines at many of our food stands when people want to get real food, like pizza, hot dog, hamburgers, real food that they need. The lines are too long. We don't have enough of them. So we took out the game and we made
finally
last window. You could only serve people like 3 feet was big. So
I knew that game was pointless.
You know, big roll-up door, more counter space to serve from. So we're going to try to have people be able to get more food here. So those food up, we're going to introduce some chicken sandwich, some tater tots, which is I hear are really popular most places. Tater tots we never had before. And loaded, you can get loaded, meaning you can have cheese and chili on it. We're going to do that loaded fries at the potato patch, what we call a potato patch. And
I am happy now.
I don't know where that idea came from. And then in our cookie house, we're going to introduce a massive sundae, which is pretty cool. Little story about our midway benches. We have about 300 of these identical looking green benches. They're all the same. We like consistent look at our park. We try to be consistent with how things look, the buildings, the fencing. These, every year we have to take at least 50 of them and either repaint them, because they were made out of wood, we either repaint them or fix the broken slats. Either they rot or someone is jumping on them and they break them. So we spend way too much labor all winter fixing these stupid benches, right? So
I like the color.
Owen Corning makes a product that it's like that.
The green was not a good color anyway.
But it's really strong and replaces.
The green was not good anyway.
So we changed 90 of them for that.
Oh,
and
90.
Now they're built like a tank. We have to make a special dolly now to move them. So the point is,
Oh,
we'll never
nice.
hang them. We can leave them out in the wintertime. We don't have to move them. We always move these every winter. So we spent like 3 weeks moving to get them out of the weather. Now, if we want, we can just leave them outside and let them get snowed on. So
All right.
it was a really good idea. We're going to do the rest of them this coming winter.
All right. Cool.
In the water park, we always sell out of our cabanas, so we're adding 6 more cabanas and some free shade too for the people who don't want to spend money on cabanas.
All right.
Shade.
Free shade.
Other things that I'm not going to show you pictures on. We put fiber optic throughout the park, so we will have a much better internet system. Well, our catheter system will be much better and less downtime for issues, and a lot easier to troubleshoot. At the time, we're way behind the 8 ball and getting fiber optic in our park. We were stingy on doing repairs on some of our roofs, so we did 4 of them. We'll probably do 4 more next winter.
I wonder
we
which
have
ones.
4 full-time staff. So, and all of them, each of those 4 have worked for us part-time over many, many years, some of them. And we did interview and talk to people from outside Waldameer Connection, but we settled on people who worked for us before. And I think they brought to us already the knowledge, so they came in, they could already help them right away because they know us. But it told me that, in my mind, the way I look at it is they like working for us so much that they want to work for us year-round. So to me, I felt good, good and grateful that they feel that way about us. We had 20 year-round, not including our family, but 20 year-round, now we have 24. Our intent is to grow our full-time staff so that maybe we can extend our season into the fall. Maybe we can open it earlier, so like a lot of parks do.
All right.
Great. What else?
April and October rides?
Always had. I never wanted to do that because
Yes.
we're beat by Labor Day. So if we can have a bigger staff, we can share the load and spread it out more. Maybe we can handle it. So styrofoam. Styrofoam is, I believe, it's one of the forever chemicals that they don't ever degrade. So I know some states have already banned styrofoam. So we are trying to get ahead of the curve. We're going to get rid of styrofoam. The reason I'm telling you that is I looked it up the other day. We spent $15,000 on styrofoam last year.
Ooh.
I'm talking about just the trays. Like you get a hamburger and you get it on a paper plate, but then it goes on a styrofoam tray you walk away from.
Yeah.
So now we're going to have a reusable like cafeteria style tray.
Okay.
So we'll save buying styrofoam. We'll save on trash collection because when I emptied trash, which I did a lot,
I remember.
half of that was styrofoam. Anyway, so we'll save on trash collection. We'll save on buying styrofoam, but we had no way to wash them because we had no commercial dishwasher at Waldameer. All these years, and I think it almost has 3. I learned it from Brian the other day. We had 0, so we're putting one in right now. In the water park, our spray deck is going to get UV water treatment. It's something that's not required by health department, but it's common to have spray decks have UV water treatment, and it's going to be much more beneficial for our water quality. We did not raise prices for this coming year for admission at all.
All right.
Our food prices will go up a little because food costs have gone up.
Given. Makes sense.
Oh, we also put in 100 new video cameras. We changed our old camera system for video surveillance to a modern, and it's going to work great with a fiber optic. And I asked our police to tell me what they liked, so we're getting what they recommended, because often I would give them some video of a bad person, whatever you want to say. And it was really difficult for me to get it for them, and then when I gave it to them, they couldn't read it because they didn't have the software. And it's really cool because it apparently has facial recognition.
Ooh.
I've seen it in
Bye-bye, Chris.
If I don't like Ron, and we say, you're banned from Waldameer, right? supposedly I'll get a text if you come another day, like, I think he's here.
Oh,
So
this is
I think that's
good.
going to be pretty cool because, yes, I personally banned people from Waldameer. I think about 25 last year I probably banned. And we post their pictures.
Wall of shame.
Post office, and it's not a great method. I hope this will help.
That's what they did.
Bye-bye, Weird Chris.
Some of you may know that before Paul passed away, in fact, 3 weeks before he passed away, we bought, finally, the mobile home park, which is right adjacent to our park. 13 acres.
All right.
And it's going to permit future growth of Waldameer for a long time. So, like I said, we have spent the winter trying to plan our vision and what we want to do with Waldameer. We don't know yet what we're doing with this property. We know what we want to do in this park that we already have. So, however, just a little story is that there were 65 trailers there. Since now there's about 48. So there was 11 that were abandoned, so right away we got rid of them, and now we announced to the people who live there in January that they have to move out by the end of October. So happy Halloween. I'm sorry, but
that's a trick or treat.
So it's not very fun to be a landlord, but it's even worse to have to tell people that they have to move. Most of their trailers are too old to move, and so pretty much each one, there's laws, and they have rights and tenant rights, and pretty much each one I have to negotiate with them what do you think the value is of your property, and we have to negotiate on price. So I've done that about 6 times now, and it's not very fun because I don't want to spend the money, and they want more money. So it's like buying a car, but you're doing it with 50 people, and plus they have to find a place to go move to. So right now, that's my side job, and it's not very enjoyable. However,
that's a shame.
I'm wondering about the pain of it for them and for me, but for the future of Waldameer, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not complaining.
My youngest son, as I've told you before, and I just have to put a blurb in for him. He's his 6th book. That's a 6th.
All right.
It'll be out in a few weeks. And it's basically from 8 to 14-year-old, 8 to 12-year-old reading level. And he worked it on Waldameer, and he's actually got the 7th book drafted already. So he's He had after 2 books, he had a pause because he just didn't interested, and all of a sudden he got the bug again. He wants to go to 10 and then just quit and go on to other venue or other genres.
Okay. 10 books.
And I get to announce that on June 8th,
marking it down.
Western PA, it's having Ravine Flower Frenzy at Waldameer. So you will get all the details from Bill.
All right.
I'm very happy that you let me say that.
I'll request off.
I always enjoy having
Well, at least this doesn't have.
those of you who like to come to our park at this event. Come. I'm looking forward to having you there. So lastly, thank you for having me here. And if you want to buy a season pass or just a day pass, we have, and we'll share this code. You can get a special code to save money on a day pass if you just want to come for the day. Any comments or questions?
So I read on the website they have Ravine Flyer 2 pictures. What's the status on that?
Ravine Flyer 2 pictures?
On right pictures. It was advertised on the website.
I didn't see. We did a lot of things. We did way more than we ever done on the winter, in my opinion. And anyway, so Ravine Flyer 2, we're gonna have on-ride photography. We changed. Our Thunder River had a ride photography, and we have switched companies like 4 times. We're going to go with the same company that is at Knoebels and Hershey called Get the Picture, and they want us to put on the Ravine Flyer 2. The status of it is they haven't come. They're going to come in April to decide where they have the camera mounted, but
okay,
it'll be good.
That answers my question.
Thanks, Jay. Anybody else? Yes. 52 acres. But that includes 4 acres at the beach that we don't use, and across the street, which is 3 acres that we park on big days. So if I went back to that picture, which I probably can, right? So I just go left. No, I'm gonna have to have Tim, so. So it's really blowing up our park. I mean, that's a big addition. We are going to use it for overflow parking this year already. You know, that's okay, Tim. Don't burn your brain. More important things. Yeah. So this is the long driveway. If you come in on our back entrance, and we're going to be able to park in here, and we built a ramp already from the parking lot because it's a 13-foot elevation change. We built a ramp. You can see the white barriers there to get up to this big field. So, and then way up in the corner up there by our big blue sign that's unnamed, you can park up there too. So,
all right,
we'll start parking up there.
Little ramp.
But you know, I can't say we don't have a plan yet. We're trying to get through the winter and what we want to do in the immediate park first. Yes. No, but a lot of them think we own it. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Yes. You had to, go ahead. Oh yeah. It would be nice, but I will tell you, the people who do come to our park, you guys who that come down this West Lake Road entrance, is going to look a lot different. I think it's going to be a lot better looking and more appealing. So I look forward to.
I'm looking forward to that.
He's asking why do we ban people? Well, I'll tell you what.
Ooh, good question.
2 years ago, I took a note. I wrote it all down. You know, 25 people. 22 of them were in 8th grade.
Oh.
Well, they were season pass holders, 8th grade. So it was all focused on one age group, and I wonder what the heck happened in 6th grade during COVID. Like, what the heck happened? Because they're jerks. Well, it's mostly just disrespect and maybe graffiti, disrespect.
Sounds about right.
Not too much shoplifting, that kind of thing, but mostly just disrespect, fighting, or yeah.
Such a shame.
Yeah. Yes. The bathhouse. So you do go in the water park. Yeah. Well, we're getting new changing room curtains. Where I've been to 3 parks and I saw what they do, and we're going to get better curtains for the changing room for privacy. But
all right,
we have 40-year-old sinks in there, and we are replacing all those sinks for washing. So
good.
It's a start.
They were lacking.
Oh, you got time for 2 more? One more. The young lady in the dark shirt.
So all of us have been waiting. Like, do you have a funny story to share this year?
She wants a funny story. I'll tell you one that's not really funny, but Ben Roethlisberger came to our park last year.
What?
Cool. And I didn't believe it. I already told someone, I didn't believe it. Someone said, he's here. I was like, yeah, I believe it. So one of our workers finally came up to me and brought the credit card receipt signed by Roethlisberger.
The leader of men.
The other one I'll tell you is that we had a car stolen from our parking lot this year.
Ooh.
So someone called and said that someone stole a lot of their personal belongings from their picnic table. You know, they just left it there and went to the water park, and they came back and a lot of stuff was gone. But they picked and chose what they stole, like wallets. And I was talking to her, what'd you lose? You know, oh my gosh, my keys are gone. You know? Like,
oh.
So I said, where did you park? They showed me where they parked. I said, oh my gosh, I have a camera in that area. Show me where you parked, you know? And so I said, I'll get the police, come in, and you guys can talk to the police. Meanwhile, I'm going to go and look at the video. In 10 minutes, I found this guy walking away, and I see some lights flashing on a car, thinking, oh, because he's just going around, where's the car? He goes around, circles all the way around, gets in and drives away.
Oh.
I get it on the disc, and the police can't look at it, right? You know, because they don't have the software. If I go run up, police are there now. Hey, I think I know who did it. I don't know his name, but here you go. He's like, it's all right. We already figured it out. I was like, what?
What?
What do you mean? And they said, he took a car like 2 hours ago. He drove to his aunt's house. And they said, where'd you get the car? Oh, I just bought it from somebody. They said, "But," so when he left them, they called the police on him.
Oh, snitching.
And they said, I think this kid stole a car. And of course, the police talked to each other, so they knew on the scanner that, yeah, we know there's a car that was just stolen at Waldameer. He was just out of prison for auto theft.
Oh, Grand Theft Auto. I knew it.
All right, how about a round of applause for Steve?